Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTET channel. Alright, so today here, let me speak about the next paper which I will be uploading, and that will be paper 1's EVS. Alright, so EVS paper I will be uploading. So I have gone through the question paper. I can find that the EVS question paper was a bit easy. Alright, it was a bit easy. And why easy? Because there were some questions, in fact many questions, which were related to our own state, Meghalaya, right? So we, the people of Meghalaya, we should know about the geography of Meghalaya, the politics of Meghalaya, the history of Meghalaya, right? So if you know that, I believe that you might have scored very well in this particular subject. So there were questions for uh, like related to Khasi Hills, there were questions related to Garo Hills. So I found it to be very privileged, to answer those questions. And it was overall easy. So I believe that minimum all of you have scored 20 marks in this EVS paper or in this EVS subject. I believe that. And some of you might have even scored 28, 29, or maybe 30 as well. So let's see. As I upload the answer key, please kindly comment in the comment section like how much you got. And I believe that this EVS paper was just like a lottery for you, where you have scored very well, so that it will, like, overall marks will be, the overall marks you will get will be more than 82 or 82. All right, so we expect that, and let's see as we go on in solving this subject, right? So thank you everyone, and let's meet in the next screen. Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTET channel, right? So today I am going to solve for you lower primary sections question paper, that is EVS, Environmental Science, right? So today we are going to solve EVS for you. So let's see, let's go down and see. So as you know, EVS is a compulsory subject, right, in paper 1. So let's see, it's here. EVS is here, right? So what do we have here? As you know that there are 30 questions in EVS, and each question carries 1 mark, and there is no negative marking in EVS, right? So let's start with question number 1. And yes, I forgot to tell you, this is which series? Let me see once. This is series B. What series is that? This is series B. All right, so please note that. So let's go to our question. Right, the question is, where is the question? The question is here. All right, good. So we have the question here now. So question number 1, let's see straight away. What does it say? Which of the following national park is known as the land of spirits? So which national park is known as the land of spirits? This is a very positive and a very good question for Garo Hills people, right? So especially those who stay in South Garo Hills, this is a lottery type of question for you, right? So which of the following national park is known as the land of spirits? So I have given you the hint. So before that, let's cancel out the wrong ones. Kaziranga National Park is not the correct answer, because we are writing MTET, and this Kaziranga Park is where? It is in Assam, right? Then Nokrek National Park, not this one as well. Then Mauflang Sacred Grove, not this one also. The correct answer is option A, which is Balpakram. What is that? Balpakram. So Balpakram, which is located in the South Garo Hills of Meghalaya. So the national park present there is known as Balpakram National Park. All right. So we are lucky that we have studied about Balpakram National Park when we were in school. So in our Garo subject we have studied about this. So I believe that many of my friends have studied the same. So this is a lottery question for us, right? All right, let's go to the next question now. So what we have next, the most important reason for decrease in biodiversity. The most important reason for decrease in biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity, bio means life and diversity means the varieties, right? So we know that this world is made up of different type of biodiversities. We have birds, we have animals, we have fish, we have humans, we have plants. So we have different type of biodiversities. Now we know that uh, the biodiversity is decreasing day by day. Now what is, they are asking for the reason, the most important reason. These, of course, these are the reasons, but on top of that, on top of that, they want to know the exact, the main reason. What is the main reason for the decrease in biodiversity? So let us see. See, introduction of exotic species. It cannot be. If you are introducing an exotic species, of course it is not going to affect the biodiversity in a negative way. So this is not the appropriate option. Then afforestation. See, my dear friends, I believe that you know what do we mean by afforestation. Afforestation is the opposite of deforestation. Now what is deforestation? Deforestation means cutting down trees, but here they have written afforestation. Afforestation means planting more and more trees. So this is a negative, I mean, they want a negative sentence here, but this is a positive word, positive option, so we will not select this. Then another one is habitat pollution. Of course, habitat pollution is also could have been an option, but we have a better option than habitat pollution, and that is option number B, habitat destruction. So when we are distracting, the habitat of the animals, there will be loss of biodiversities, because we are cutting down the trees, right? We are doing deforestation every day. So when we are cutting down the forest, the elephants, the tigers, the lions, the wild cats, the uh, you know cheetahs, the monkeys, they are not able to, like, their home is lost, right? Where do these animals stay? They are wild animals. Then the wild animals, they do not stay at home, they stay in jungles. So jungle is the home of what? Home of all the wild animals. So once we are destroying the jungle, that means we are destroying their homes, right? So this is affecting the biodiversity in a negative way, right? Let's go to the next question now. Let's see what we have. Question number 93. All right. The climate of Meghalaya varies with, see, we the people of Meghalaya, we know that Meghalaya is known as like abode of clouds, right? Because we know we receive a lot of rainfall throughout the year in our state. So we are so lucky to be the people of Meghalaya, right? Then they are asking, see, the climate of Meghalaya varies, right? We know actually that Nongpo, let me talk about Nongpo. Nongpo is very hot. And when we talk about Tura, Williamnagar, then Bagmara, these places are also quite hot, right? Nongstoin also, I suppose it is hot because this is near Shalang, right? So it is hot. Then when we talk about Joai, when we talk about Shillong, these places are cold, right? These places are cold, uh, quite cold throughout the year, right? So we can see the degree, I mean, we can see the differences in temperature, right? When we talk about different parts of Meghalaya. So they are saying like the climate of Meghalaya varies with like what might be the reason for the variation of climate in Meghalaya, different parts of Meghalaya. So it cannot be latitude, right? It cannot be latitude, it cannot be longitude, and magnitude makes no sense here. So this is a very wrong option here, no need, let's cut it. Then the only option we have here is altitude. What do you know about altitude? Altitude means the elevation. The elevation means from the sea level at what height that particular place is, right? So like higher the height of that place, the lower is the temperature, right? So when we go to mountains, when we go to Dehradun, Nainital, then we go to Jammu and Kashmir, those places are in high elevated areas. That's why those places are cold. So this is how we can believe that some parts of Meghalaya are at higher elevation. That's why we have cold temperature. I mean lower temperature as compared to other parts, right? All right. So let's go to question number 94. The Nongkilam Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which district of Meghalaya? Now, the first question was a bonus for the people of Garo Hills. Now, this question number 94 is a bonus for the people of Khasi Hills, right? Khasi Hills people, this is bonus for you. So, I believe that most of you have done it correctly and you have scored well. You did not let it go just like that, right? Of course, confusions might be there, but those people who belong to this particular district will definitely make it right. So, let's talk about it. So, the Nongkilam Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which district of Meghalaya? Does it belong to East Khasi Hills district? No, it is not found in East Khasi Hills. Does it belong to Eastern West Khasi Hills? Eastern West Khasi Hills is a new district, so we will explore more and more and we will see what we find here. Then does it means West Khasi Hills district? Not West Khasi Hills also. So here it's a cheers to all the people of Rebhoy district. So this is a bonus question for the people of Rebhoy district, right? So you know, I believe that all the people, all the residents of Rebhoy district has got it correctly. So this was a bonus for you. Now let's go to question number 95. Which question number? 95, right? So let's see. The percentage of the people of Meghalaya who depend on agriculture is approximately how much percentage of people of Meghalaya depend on agriculture? See, let me talk about Meghalaya and let me talk about agriculture. See, we the people of Meghalaya, we practice agriculture like since a long time, right? And we have different, we have slash and burn type of agriculture. We practice slash and burn type of agriculture, which means jhum cultivation, right? We practice jhum cultivation. Now what is jhum cultivation? There's also one more another name for this, right? One is slash and burn, one is jhum cultivation. Then again there was another name. Please, those who are from social science background, please comment it in the comment section. One more name I forgot. One is slash and burn, another one is jhum cultivation. Again there was another shifting cultivation, I think. Yes, shifting cultivation also it is known as. So here what happens is that we destroy the forest, we burn down the forest, right? After that we leave it for some times and then we plant the crops. So we know that in Garo Hills we celebrate Wangala festival, right? Every year we celebrate Wangala festival, 100 drums festival, right? So why are we celebrating that? We are celebrating that to thank the Misi Saljong, right? Misi Saljong, if I'm wrong, please correct me. So we are thanking the god we believe, I suppose. So Misi Saljong is the one who blesses us with the crops, good crops, right? Good harvest. So we perform one gala dance, and different events are there. Actually, I studied when I was in class 5, so now I forgot everything about that. So anybody knows, please comment it in the comment section. We will be very happy to refresh our memories. So Wangala festival is a celebration, right? It's a celebration for harvest, good harvest. We celebrate that for good harvest. So here they are asking like what percentage of people depend on agriculture. So we from here we will see the highest one. Which one is the highest? Because we know that in Meghalaya the people mostly they depend on agriculture because we do not have factories and industries, right? We stay in rural areas. So of course 68 will not be the one, 40 will not be the one at all, 50 will also not be the one. So the correct answer will be 80 plus percentage of people in Meghalaya, they do what? They depend on agriculture, right? Now let's go to question number 96. Question number 96. The area of Umam Lake is approximately, see, this is a bonus question. This is a lottery type of question for the people of East Khasi Hills, for the people of Shillong. So this is a lovely question for us, right? So what do we do here? The area of Umam Lake, most famously known as what? Most famously it is known as Barapani, right? So they are asking us, what is the area of Barapani? What is the area of Barapani? Or what is the area of Umam Lake? Approximately how much square kilometers? Does it mean 420 square kilometers? No, not 420. 320? Not 320 again. 120? Not 120. It is 220 square kilometers. So I believe all the people of our lovely place, Shillong, East Khasi Hills, the Scotland of the East, you have done it correctly, right? Alright, let's come to question number 97. So question number 97, alright. Now, NCF 2005. What is NCF? NCF means National Curriculum Framework. National Curriculum Framework. So what does it say? NCF 2005 strongly recommends that teaching of EVS at the primary stage should aim at which of the following options? So acquiring skills to carry out experiments independently, developing understanding of basic concepts of the subject, linking classroom learning to life outside the school, preparing students for studies at the next stage. So according to NCF, EVS learning at primary stage should aim at what? What should be the aim of EVS when we are teaching EVS at the primary level? Does it mean acquiring skills to carry out experiments independently? It is not so. Does it mean preparing students for studies at next stage? No. Developing understanding of basic concepts of the subject? No. We have better option than this. Then the best option is linking classroom learning to life outside the school. See, whatever we are learning, it should not start and end in the classroom. Whatever we are learning, we should carry it forward. We should carry it in the home. We should carry it in the family. We should carry it in the society. We should carry it with our friends. So, whatever we are learning about environment, that we should plant more trees. We celebrate World Environment Day on the 5th of June every year. So all these things, Chipko movement, whatever we are learning in the classroom, we should carry it outside with us, right? So we should link, we should be able to link whatever the teacher is teaching in the classroom, we should be able to link that in the outside world, right? And this way, the learning of environment becomes a very interesting and a very happy one. Now let's come to question number 98. Which of the following objective is not related to EVS teaching as listed in NCF 2005? Now they are asking a negative question here. They are asking a negative question here. Negative question means the wrong answer will be the right answer here. So let's see question. Alright, which of the following objectives, what they are asking about objectives, is not related to EVS teaching in the as listed in National Curriculum Framework 2005? Which of the following is a negative sentence here? To arouse children's curiosity and awareness about their surroundings. See, this is a positive sentence, right? There is nothing negative about it. This is a positive sentence, but since they have used the word not here, we have to choose a negative sentence. To increase children's knowledge and understanding of their environment. This is also a positive sentence, which means this will also not be the correct answer. To develop the skill of observation and creative expression. This is also a positive sentence, so this also will not be the correct option. So now we are left with option number D. Let us see. To memorize basic concepts and principles regarding the environment. See, we as teachers, we never encourage memorization. We never encourage rote memorization. All right. So memorizing and all, we don't focus on. We focus on building the concept. We focus on making the students understand. We focus on helping the students to construct their own logics, construct their own ideas, construct their own concept of about the topic we are discussing, right? So this is a negative sentence here, which means this is the correct answer here, right? This is the correct answer. Question number 98. Now let us come to question number 99. So good environmental studies curriculum at the primary stage should. Now here we need a positive sentence. The positive sentence will be the answer here because they have not used the word not. Good EVS curriculum at the primary stage should include more practice questions in and exercise. Not the correct option, this one. Focus more on detailed explanation. See, we don't focus much on explanations also, right? Here we don't focus on explanation. Definition, this definition also becomes a negative word, when we are talking in broad concept of the process of teaching and learning. Now the only option which is correct here is provide opportunities to explore the surrounding. So we as teachers should provide opportunities to the students more and more so that they develop, so that they have a proper understanding, so that they are able to excel, they are able to express whatever they know or they feel, or they have the understanding of, right? So we should give freedom to the learners. The learners should be at liberty in the process of learning, right? Let's come to question number 100, I suppose. Yes, question number 100. Let's see what we have in question number 100. An EVS teacher takes students out on a cloudy day to watch and observe the clouds for their patterns, shapes and size, and uses the knowledge gathered by the students to explain concepts like the formation of rain. Which of the following methods of teaching is used by the teacher? Now, suppose whoever is watching my video, imagine, right? We believe that imagination is better than knowledge, right? Albert Einstein said that imagination is better than knowledge. So please imagine yourselves to be the environment teacher of your school. So I hope you're imagining an EVS teacher. So you are an EVS teacher and you are taking out the students outside the classroom, and you are taking them out on which day? Cloudy day. So cloudy day means the sky will be full of clouds, and you are asking the students to watch the clouds and observe. Observe what? To observe the patterns. What patterns are there? What is the shape of the cloud and what is the size? All right. And whatever understanding or whatever you have understood by watching the cloud, you have to explain it, right? You have to explain it. Knowledge gathered by the students to explain. All right. So whatever the information you have gathered by watching the cloud, you will share it, discuss it with the teacher, and on the basis of that information, the teacher will explain to you the formation of rain. Now, which of the following method of teaching is used by the teacher? So which method was used by the teacher among these four options? Does it mean discussion method? Of course, discussions were there, but we have a better option as compared to discussion. Group activity method, of course, it's a type of group activity only, but we have better option than these as well. Project method is not applicable here. So the correct answer here is observation. See the answer in this paragraph. Do you see the answer? Of course, the answer is here. See, if you are smart, if you are not nervous, you have already seen the answer. This is the answer. Observe. So observation is the answer here, right? So the teacher was asking them to observe it. So observation method was used here, right? Let's come to question number 101. What does question number 101 says? Problem solving method helps learners in. Problem solving method. See, this problem solving is what? Problem solving is a one type of teaching learning process, or it's a type of method of teaching. All right. So problem solving method helps the learners in what way? Among these four options, in which way is this process of teaching and problem solving is helping the students? Does it help in finding the solutions to the problems? Of course it does, but we have better option than this. Developing the habit of working independently? No. Acquiring knowledge which is more meaningful? No. Then what is the correct answer here? learning by doing, which means it is making the students self dependent, which means the teachers, the students, they don't depend on the teachers. They know how to solve that problem, they know how to solve it step by step, they know how to find the solution of that particular problem, right? That's why the problem solving method is used, right? Now let's come to question number 102. Which question number? 102. All right. All right. Now let us see an EVS teacher asking questions during the course of teaching learning process to monitor children's learning progress. This type of assessment is called what? Again, imagine yourself as an EVS teacher. So you are teaching EVS in the classroom. Suppose you are teaching about different types of pollution. And while teaching, during the process of teaching and learning, while you're teaching, during your process of teaching, you are asking the students different type of questions. Then which type of assessment are you carrying out? Does it mean peer assessment? Not at all, because peer is not involved here. Only the teacher and the students are involved here. Not this one. Then does it mean group assessment? You are not doing any group activity there. So this is not group assessment. Does it mean summative assessment? No, because summative assessment is done at the end of the session. It is not done during the session, it is done at the end of the session. So the only correct option left here is formative assessment. So formative assessment is a type of assessment which is done during the course of study, right? During the course of study. So when you are teaching, that time consequently you are asking whatever you are teaching. So that is called formative assessment, right? So let's go to question number 103. Which question number? 103. All right. So the collection of actual works done by the students during the teaching learning process is called what? Does it mean rubrics? So they are asking like the collection of students' work, total work, whatever the student has done throughout the year, right? The collection of actual work done by the student during the teaching learning process is called what? Does it known as rubrics? No, it is not rubrics. Is it portfolio? No, portfolio is a different thing altogether. Does it mean checklist? Not checklist. It means report card. So we know that at the end of the session, like throughout the year, the students are studying, right? They are studying, then they write their tests and all. After that, they write their half yearly examination, right? Half yearly examination. After that, they write final year examination. So when they are writing the examination, what do they receive at the end of the session? They receive their report card, which means the actual work done by the student is displayed with the help of a report card or the progress report, right? The result we used to say before, right? Result, we are getting result today, you know, like that. All right. Now let's see the question number 104. 104. All right. Now, which of the following is not a formative assessment? See here, they are asking a negative question here. I mean a negative option, because the word not is used here, right? So which of the following is not a formative assessment? So observation during group activities, this is the correct answer. Correct answer means this is not a negative sentence, so this will not be the correct option, because the wrong answer is the right answer here. Then classwork exercise, this is also a wrong option here. Then giving home assignment is also a type of formative assessment. All right, that's why this will not be counted. Classwork exercise is also a type of formative assessment. This will also not be counted. Observation during group activities, this is also a formative assessment. So these three will not be counted, but conducting paper pencil test is not a type of formative assessment. This is basically a type of summative assessment. So they are asking here what? They are asking which of the following is not a formative assessment. So conducting paper pencil test is not a formative assessment. All right. So let's go to question number 105. Question number 105. This is an easy question. All right. Which local expert will you, as a teacher, invite to teach your students about food crop? Suppose, actually this is something I don't know. As as far as my knowledge is concerned and my experience is concerned, I have not seen any school where I have worked that they are inviting somebody expert to teach or to explain, how that certain thing happens or works. So suppose, you know, with local expert, which local expert will you invite as a teacher? Suppose you are a teacher and you are going to teach the students about food crop. So when you are going to teach about food crop, among these four people, whom will you invite in the classroom to teach or to speak about food crops? Will you invite a carpenter? I hope you are smiling, right? We will not invite carpenter. We know what a carpenter does. Carpenter, they have nothing to do with crop, food crop. Will you invite a shopkeeper? We will not invite a shopkeeper because we know what the shopkeeper does. Are we going to invite a botanist? We could have invited botanist, but we have better option than this botanist, and the best option here is farmer, because a farmer will tell us practically how is crop cultivated, how is crop harvested, what are the fertilizers they are using, what are the different type of soils suited for that, what are the different type of irrigation process used, how are they going to store the grains, how are they going to sell it, how are they going to protect in different type of weathers. So the farmer is the correct answer, farmer is the correct person here to explain about food crop, right? So let's go to the next question here. So question number 6, question number 106, right? To help your students understand better about plants in general and weeds in particular, a skillful EVS teacher invites a farmer. The teacher is using which of the following teaching learning resource? Now, suppose, again you have to imagine, alright, you are a teacher, you are an EVS teacher, and you are going to teach your students about plants. You're going to teach them about plants, and at the same time, you are also going to teach them about weeds. So I believe that you as teachers, you know what is a plant. We know the different type of plants. Plants are the multicellular living beings, right? Plants are multicellular living beings. And then what are these weeds? So these weeds are also a type of plant, but these weeds are unwanted plant. Suppose you have planted, maize. Maize, right? Maize, the corn. You have planted corn, but along with your corn, even the grasses will come up. Unwanted grasses will come up. So these grasses are known as weeds. So now they are saying that suppose you are the teacher and you want to explain about plants in general and weeds in particular. A skillful EVA, alright. The teacher is using which of the following teaching learning resource? Now when we are inviting somebody, alright, we are inviting a farmer. So what type of teaching learning resources are we using? There are different resources available in this environment. There are institutional resources, there are natural resources, there are media resources, there are community resources. So a person will be what type of resources? Of course we know it's human resource, right? But here the option human resource is not here. So we have to choose among this for any one. It will not be institutional resource, it will not be natural resource, it will not be media resource, but it will be community resource. Alright, so the farmer will be known as a community resource. Alright, now let's come to question number 107. So friends, I believe that nobody did wrong this question. This question is a very easy one, so I believe that all of you have done it correctly. So which of the following teaching learning materials is an electronic media? Electronic media, whenever you hear the word electronic, you should understand it has something to do with electricity. Alright, it has something to do with electricity, or it has something to do with digital, alright, digital media. So scrapbook, what is a scrapbook? A scrapbook is a hard book, is like a type of copy, right? With pages of different colors. So this is not something which we will cause an electronic. This is not an electronic. This is made up of plants, right? Plants like a pulp of the bamboo and all. We make this scrapbook. Does it mean pictorial chart? Now chart can be made up of papers. Of course, it is made up of papers, right? Then what about flashcards? Flashcards are also made up of papers, stickers, plastics. So these three will not be the option here. Electronic media. Electronic means where the electrons will flow, which will require electricity, or uh, which will what did I say just now? I said that it will require flow of electricity, or it will be digital, right? So of course we know that we have television here, odd one out, so this is your correct option. All right, so you will choose television. Now let's go to question number 108. Question number 108. So EVS being an interdisciplinary area seeks linkages between the natural environment and playing environment of a child. Now, before I tell you this question, I would like to clarify, or I would like to state it clearly, or ask you clearly that what do you understand by the term interdisciplinary area? So we know that, you know, environment is an interdisciplinary subject, which means environment is related to all the subjects. Environment is related to science, environment is related to social science, environment is related to mathematics, right? So it is related with all the subjects. So it is an interdisciplinary subject. Now they are asking that EVS being an interdisciplinary area, it seeks linkages. Linkage means what? Bonding with another subject. It seeks bonding or linkages between the natural environment. All right, it is linking the natural environment and what type of another environment of the child. Does it mean social emotional? No, not the social emotional. Does it mean social political? Not social political. Does it mean socio economic? Not this one also. The correct answer here is B, that is socio cultural. Socio cultural. So when we are teaching EVS, which is an interdisciplinary area, it seeks linkages between the natural environment and the socio-cultural environment. All right, so this is the correct option, the option B. Now let us come to the next question, that is question number 109. So I believe that all of you have done it correctly. This is a very easy question, right? Which of the following is a renewable resource? Renewable resource means which will not end easily, which will never end, or which will not end easily. Does it mean petrol? No. Petrol, though, every day it is ending, and we know it is a type of fossil fuel, which means if we are not using it nicely, it will get over one day. And if petroleum was a renewable resource, then why would we have CNG? Why would we have electric cars, right? Why would we have battery vehicles? So now we have all those vehicles so that we don't have to depend on petroleum alone, because one day this petroleum is used to go, like, it's going to be over, it's going to be exhausted because it is not renewable. We cannot renew it. Now iron, the same case with iron also. This is also non-renewable. Then coal. See, coal, you know very well that coal, once it is used, once it is exhausted, we cannot renew it, right? But the correct option here will be water. What is the correct option here? Water. So water is a renewable resource. What is water? It is a renewable resource. All right, now let's come to question number 110. Which question number? 110. So this is also a very easy question from class 6, this one. The primary sources of energy in a food web is or are. What is the primary source of energy in a food web? So we are given different options. There is option number A, sun, option number B, green plants, option number C, animals, and option number D, inorganic nutrients. Now see, all of you being a teacher, you have taught somewhere or the other, or you have learned somewhere or the other about the process of photosynthesis, right? You have studied about the process of photosynthesis. So when you study about the process of photosynthesis, you know that photosynthesis is the process in which what happens, in which green plants, they make their own food in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? Then here, to give what? To give oxygen and glucose. So here what happens? What is the primary source of energy here? From where are they getting the energy? From where are the green plants getting energy? Are they getting energy from inorganic nutrients? No, they are not getting energy from inorganic nutrients. Are they getting energy from animals? Plants, they don't eat animals, right? Then green plants will not be the one. Then the correct answer here is sun. So we know that sun is the primary source of energy in this universe, in this world, in this like world, So sun is the major source of energy or the major source of light. So that is the correct answer here. Now let's come to question number 111. The main occupation of the people of Meghalaya. This one though, I believe that blindly by closing your eyes only you can answer this, because this is very easy, because this is asking about us, right? This is asking about Khasis, this is asking about Garos, this is asking about Giantias. So the people of Meghalaya, what do we do? The main occupation of the people of Meghalaya is poultry. Are like, of course we practice this poultry farming also, but is this the major major profession or major work we do, occupation we do? No. Does it mean mining? No. Of course we know that mining also, we do mining in Meghalaya, in some parts of Meghalaya, right? Especially the Giantia Hill side, the East Giantia Hill side, then Shalang side, we do mining, right? Then again, does it mean weaving? Weaving we don't practice much these days, right? So the correct option here is agriculture. So we have agriculture, that's why we have different type of dances, right? In a state we have different type of beautiful dances where we celebrate, we enjoy. Then this question is related with the previous question, right? You remember that 80% of the people of Meghalaya, they depend on agriculture, right? There was one question. So this is very similar with that. If you can do that question correctly, you can of course do this question as well correctly. And yes, one thing I want to tell you here is that, see, it does not mean that all of you watching my video, you are watching my video for becoming teachers, or or like this is the only purpose of watching my video. No, some of you might be preparing for MPSC, some of you might be preparing for DSC, some of you might be preparing for MLP, Home Guard, and LDA. So different type of like job, you might be preparing. So we know that in whatever we are doing, especially MLP, Meghalaya Police, right? We are so much interested in that. So what happens, you always have to write certain papers or certain subjects which is very common. Example, general awareness, general knowledge, right? Mathematics, so current affairs. So these are very important ones, and they are basically asking about Meghalaya, the geography of Meghalaya, the politics of Meghalaya, the economic of Meghalaya, right? The physical features of Meghalaya. So I found personally these EVS question to be very nice one and very important one. And if you are watching this video, I would like to request you to watch this video, to see write down whatever I am teaching here, so that this particular video of EVS will be helping you for your different type of exams also, especially that police exam. So whenever you are appearing for police exam or MPSC exams, so these general knowledge and general awareness questions are always asked on Meghalaya, on our state. So here I have seen these common questions, so I would like you to please note it down. This is important. All right. So now let's come to next question. So I have already solved question number 111. 111 we are done with now. All right. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 more remaining. All right, 9 more remaining, right? So a herbivore is also known as what? 111. This is an easy question again for the people of biology, those who have taken biology or biology and science, those who are from science background. This is an easy question for you. So a herbivore is also known as what? Do we mean does herbivore known as producer? No, herbivore is not producer. Does it mean third order consumer? No. Second order consumer? No. The herbivores are the first order consumers. So the correct option here is option number B. Who are herbivore? Herbivores are the animals who eat what? The herbs. They eat the jungles, they eat the grasses, right? Herbivores, they eat the herbs, which means like goat, then rabbits, right? Then deer. So they are known as herbivores because they are eating the grasses or the herbs. So let us come to the next question. So this is question number what? Question number 112. Now let us come to question number 113. Question number 113. So here let us see wheat. You know what is wheat, right? From wheat atta is made. Then rice. Rice we know the staple food of our state, right? We the people of Meghalaya, we love to eat rice more than wheat. Then maize. Maize, you all know what is maize, right? In Garo we call it merakhu, right? Merakhu. In Khasi I do not know. Then in Hindi we call it makai. Then and now maybe some of you we make popcorn out of maize, right? Popcorn. So some of you might be holding popcorns in your left hand and watching my video with right hand holding your mobile phones, right? So you might be eating that popcorn along with with my video you're watching, right? So popcorns are made from maize. Then barley is not so famous, then not so famous in Meghalaya. Then pulses means what? Dal, right? Dal. So all the people, all the subscribers watching my video now, those who have the experience of staying in hostel, you are very well versed with dal, right? Dal. So we the people of Meghalaya, whoever who stays in hostels, you know, we have our favorite dal in every hostel. So I also used to stay in different hostels, so we used to get dal, and dal is a very interesting and energy giving food because it contains a lot of proteins. So everywhere you go, we like dal is compulsory for us, right? So we love dal. So now let's see. Wheat, rice, maize, barley and pulses are obtained from what? Now these dal, barley, maize, rice, wheat, you are getting from where? Are you getting from roots? No. Are you getting from fruits? No. Are you getting from stems? No. But we get all these from plants. These are all what? These are the fruits or whatever seeds you can say. We get it from plants, right? So plant is the correct answer here, right? So you can mark it. Alright, so now let us come to question number 114. So food rich in protein is called what? See, we all have studied about balanced diet, right? Balanced diet in class 6. So those who have studied long time back, you are teaching now. So you might be teaching balanced diet in health education in class 6, right? So there in a balanced diet, you know that we have fats, minerals, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, right? So all those things we have. Those are the components of food or components of a balanced diet. So they are asking here specifically about proteins. So food rich in proteins is called what? The different type of food which are rich in proteins, example chicken, example different type of meats, they are rich in protein, right? So here the food rich in protein are called what? Are they called junk food? No. Junk food means what? Junk food is our favorite, right? We all love to eat momo, we all love to eat chow chow, we all love to eat pani puri. So these are what? These are junk foods. Are junk foods healthy? No, junk foods are not healthy. Protective food is not also the correct option. Then energy giving food, not, of course it gives energy, but we have better option than this, and the best option here is bodybuilding food. So protein rich food are also known as bodybuilding food, which means when we are building our body, when we are building our muscles, we have to consume a lot of proteins. All right, we have to consume a lot of proteins. All right, so now let's come to question number 115. All right, let's go up. All right, question number 115. All right, so which gas is responsible for global warming? Among these four gases given here, which one do you think is responsible for global warming? What is global warming, friends? Global warming means the rise in the temperature of the atmosphere. So we know that because of global warming, the rise in the temperature, what is happening? The glaciers are melting from both North Pole and South Pole, right? We have two poles of the earth, North Pole and South Pole. So North Pole and South Pole are made up of big mountains or glaciers, right? The big mountains. So mountains are made up of what? Glaciers or the ice, all right? So uh, now because the temperature of the atmosphere is rising, those mountains are melting down, and the level of the water is rising every year, and we have seen so much of climate changes, right? And why these are happening? These are happening because we are destroying our environment, we are destroying our ecosystem, we are destroying our natural resources. So because of this, there are different types of pollution, right? There are not enough rainfall, there are nothing is there, like the gas, the air which we breathe in is all polluted. We are causing the environment a threat. We are not taking care of our environment, we are cutting down the trees, we are throwing the waste here and there, we are causing air pollution, then radioactive pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, every type of pollution, and we are affecting the environment in a negative way. So it says that which gas is responsible for global warming. So from these gases, there is one gas which is particularly responsible for what? For global warming. So it is not nitrogen gas, it is not oxygen gas, of course it is not oxygen, it is not hydrogen gas also, but it is carbon dioxide. Now what is carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is CO2. The chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So carbon dioxide is the main culprit behind global warming, right? So this is the gas. Now let's come to next question. Question number 16, 116. A ball is made out of a lump of clay. So you know what is clay? Clay means the how to say it, the mud, mud, mud. So suppose we are making a ball from the clay, from the mud, all right? Of course we have artificial clay these days, but let me talk about the natural clay. So we have taken a clay and we have made a ball out of it, all right? The clay ball is next shaped as a rectangle. So what did we do? First we made a sphere, first we made a ball from that clay, and after some time we changed the shape of that ball into a rectangle. So it was a sphere first, then we are shaping it into a rectangle. Now the change observed in the above activity is called what type of change? So they have shown, they have given here different type of changes. So suppose you have made a ball from a clay first, and then after that you are shaping it again into a rectangle. So what are you doing? You are changing the shape of the ball, right? So what change is that? Is that a temporary change? No. We have better option than this. Is that a permanent change? Not at all. Is that a chemical change? No, nothing chemical is involved there. Is that a physical change? Yes, it is a physical change. Why physical change? Because we can observe, the things which you can observe, is not a physical. Physical means which we can see with our eyes. So we can see that it was in the shape of a sphere first, and then it was changed in the shape of a rectangle, right? So it is a physical change. Good. You are doing good. Now let's go to question number 117. What does it say? Deficiency of which vitamin causes bleeding gums? Now, sometimes due to lack of vitamins, our gums, gums means what? The place where teeth are placed, right? This is not chewing gums, all right? This is the your mouth gum. In our mouth, what we have? In our mouth, we have a tongue, we have teeth, sets of teeth, right? On top jaw also, in below jaw also. So sometimes what happens? Our gums are bleeding. We do not know why it is bleeding, right? So why? What is the reason? Which lack of which vitamin is causing this bleeding of gums? And there is a technical name given to this bleeding of gums. Here they have used a simple word, bleeding of gums. So can you comment in the comment section what disease are we calling it, or what you know uh, what is that term we use in order to say like somebody is having a bleeding gum? It starts with S. I know the answer, but I don't want to tell you. You please say it. It starts with S and it ends with Y. So you please say it. What is that? So now, deficiency of which vitamin causes bleeding gums? Does it mean vitamin A? No. Lack of vitamin causes what? Night blindness, right? When you have no enough of vitamin A, you suffer from night blindness. Does it mean vitamin B? No. Lack of vitamin B causes beriberi, right? It causes beriberi. Now, does it mean vitamin D? No. Lack of vitamin D causes rickets, right? Rickets. Am I saying it correct? So the bone disease, right? The lack of sunlight causes uh, lack of sunlight. Due to lack of sunlight, we are not able to get enough of vitamin D, and we suffer from different type of bone problem, right? Bone problem is there, so that is called what? Vitamin D deficiency. Now, when somebody is suffering from the lack of or deficiency of vitamin C, that person gets the bleeding of gums, all right? So bleeding of gums is basically caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. Which vitamin? Vitamin C, all right? So this is the correct option here. Now let us come to question number 118. Question number 118. This is also a very easy question. I have seen, this is a very easy question, and those teachers who are teaching in class 9, you will be very well versed with this particular one, and I know you have done it right. So which of the following matters has a definite shape and volume? Now we know that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Of course plasma is the fourth one, but basically we have only three, that is solid, liquid and gas. So what is solid? A solid can be a mobile phone, alright? A liquid can be the petrol or the kerosene or the water. Then a gas can be oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, right? Different type of gases. Now they are asking which of the following matters has a definite shape. Do you think a gas has got a definite shape? No, gas do not have a definite shape. If you put gas in a cylinder, it will take the shape of a cylinder. If you put it in a cube, it will take the shape of a cube. If you put it in a what example, like if you put it in a shape in a balloon, it will take the shape of the balloon, right? So it do not have a definite shape. Now if we talk about liquid, even the liquid, they do not have definite shape. Of course they have definite volume, but they do not have definite shape. If you put the one glass of water in a glass, it will take the shape of a glass. If you are putting it in a bowl, it will take the shape of a bowl. So this is not so. And plasma, it's out of question this time, so let's not talk about it. Let's focus only on solid, liquid and gas. So your correct answer will be solid. Why solid? Because a solid has a definite shape. Now suppose if you put a pen on a table, or now you can see you are holding the mobile phone in your hand, right? You are holding a pen. Now what happens? Is your pen going to change its shape? No. Now the space occupied by the the space, suppose you are placing your mobile phone and it is occupying certain space, right, on the table. So wherever you put that mobile phone, on the table, on the bed, on the mosquito net, on the cupboard, it will occupy that much space. Definitely it is going to occupy that much of space because it has a definite volume. Now we know that basically the shape of our mobile phone is in rectangle form, right? Rectangle shape. Now does it mean that when you put your mobile phone somewhere, it's changing the shape? Sometimes it's becoming circular, sometimes it's becoming square, sometimes it's becoming spherical. No, not at all. It is it is having a definite shape. If it is in the shape of rectangle, it will stay in the shape of rectangle only. So that's why we say that a solid has got a definite shape and volume. All right, so this was the correct option here. Now let's come to the second last question, 119. So what we have here, the various states of matter can be interchanged into one another by altering the conditions of what? Now we know that different states of matter means what, friends? Means solid, liquid and gas. Now it is said that interchange into one another by altering the conditions. All right, now let me give you the best example of water. So water, when water is present, we drink it, right? Water, we drink it, we take it in a glass and we drink it. So it is what? It is in the form of liquid. Now during summertime, what happens? We feel very hot. What are we eating? We are eating ice creams, right? We love ice cream, so we eat ice cream during summers. Now when you are making tea, so all right, before that, so when you are drinking, it is liquid. When you are eating ice cream, it is solid. And now suppose when you are making tea, suppose you are making tea of 1 cup, and you are boiling the water, and you forgot to switch off the stove. At the end of 20 minutes, you will see that your vessel in which you were making tea is all empty. The water has disappeared, which means what? Water has converted to gas. So now from this, what do you understand? Solid, liquid and gas, all you have seen with the example of water, right? So what does it mean? It means interchanging. First it was liquid, then it became solid, then it became gas. Now what is the factor? Why does it happen? Does it happen because of volume? No. Does it happen because of pressure? No. Does it happen because of volume and pressure? No, it happened because of temperature. Now when you are increasing the temperature, the water will turn into gas. When you are decreasing the temperature, you are putting the water in refrigerator, you are putting the water in freeze, it will become solid. So only if we change the temperature, we can interchange solid into liquid, liquid into gas, then gas into liquid. All these things we can do, right? So this is, temperature is the correct option here. Now let's come to the next question, the last question of this environment. Let's see what we have. When did the government of when did the government of India pass the Environment Protection Act, EPA? Now see, this one I can understand, like some of you might have not gone through this, so you might have done it wrong, or some of you might have done it correct by chance also, right? So let's see, when did the government of India pass the Environment Protection Act? Was it in 1981? No, it was not done on 1981. Does it mean it was in 1984? Close enough, but not the correct answer. Does it mean 1990? No. The correct answer is on the 23rd of May, 1986. All right. So this is the correct answer here. This is your correct answer. So the government of India passed the Environment Protection Act, that is EPA, in the year 1986 on the 23rd of May. All right, on the 23rd of May. So my dear friends, like I'm trying to explain as much as possible so that next time when you see these things, you actually know how to do it. Otherwise I can easily tick it off, tick the correct answer, but you will understand nothing. So what is the point of that, right? So I believe that as a teacher, as a mentor, as your guide, though I'm not so expert, like I should guide you correctly, right? So I try to guide you correctly. So that is what I believe. So because of that, I am trying to explain as I tell you the correct options. Because correct options anybody can tell you. I can also tell you straight away. But I don't believe in that. I believe in making my learners understand what is the reason, why did I choose that option. So this is what I believe. and I believe that you also believe that, right? So that is all in this video, and thank you everyone for watching Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTET channel. So keep showing your love and support, and we wait for the best result by all the MTET aspirants of Ashok Tutorials. So thank you everyone for watching.